Okay now, let's see what movies I've got here. Maybe perhaps later. Don't know. There's never anything to fucking watch. I'm never in the mood for anything. Maybe there's something on the computer. Let's take a look. What's this? Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus? This could be interesting. Let's have a look. I just got done watching Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus. That was actually a very interesting movie. I mean, I've already done my review of Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, so I should have seen this coming. But, yeah. Even though I have to say, the title, Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, that is one of the best titles I've ever heard for any fucking movie. And I've heard of some really fucking bizarre titles like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes or fucking Die You Zombie Bastards or Gay Niggers from Outer Space, you know? Some of these movie titles just get absurd. But Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, that is fucking badass. Now, the movie itself is actually really fun. I mean, Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus was fun. Granted, there was a lot of filler, but it was fun. Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, on the other hand, it doesn't have as much filler as Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus. There's a lot more action going on, for one thing. There is so much more going on with the crocodile and the shark. And the CGI this time around is even worse. It's just, it's hard to explain. Like, for example, there's this one shot where Jaleel White is in front of a computer and there's a fucking window behind him. But it looks like a fucking computer monitor. The image there's meant to be a shark, you know, swimming in front of the glass. But it's pitch black. It has no shading or texture. It's just a shape. It's just a black shape. And you think it's just an image on a computer, but then it comes towards and smashes the screen slightly. It smashes the window slightly, and it's like, alright, is that supposed to be real? It looks fucking terrible. I mean, what else is there? The first time you see the crocodile, when the crocodile submerges from this fucking cave, you know, where a bunch of people are digging for diamonds and shit. When you first see it, it is so fucking funny. It looks terrible. It's some of the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I thought, come on, it can't get any worse than Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, but no, they found a way to make it worse. They had to be fucking trying in order to make it look that bad. I mean, it looked horrible. I mean, what else was there? Whenever you see, like, for example, whenever you see the humans interacting with the beast, with any of the crocodile especially, because it can go on land, it just doesn't, it looks totally unnatural. For example, there's a scene where a girl, for some reason, walks into a lake where there's a bunch of fucking crocodiles. Then it turns out she's standing on top of the fucking giant crocodile. And it's like, how the hell did the thing manage to fit in the lake? You know? It's just a lake and it's not even that deep. But then she turns out she's standing on top of it. For a moment she's wobbling, but then there's a shot of the crocodile coming out of the water with her standing on its nose. She's screaming and all that, but she's not moving. She's just standing completely fucking still. You know, and like the crocodile's waving all about. She's not even losing her balance. It's like she's stuck. You know, it is so fucking funny. And what else? Then there's a scene just after that where this crocodile hunter apparently gets eaten by the crocodile, and it looks like it because the crocodile grabs it in its mouth, then its mouth is open, you can't see the guy, and then the guy just sort of then the crocodile falls over, then the guy's on the ground. It's like, but the crocodile swallowed you! The inconsistency in this movie is fucking hilarious. Like for example, you'll see the shark's fin come out of the water, and it is fucking enormous. I mean, I can't even describe. It's I don't know how big it is. It's bigger than the fucking. It's bigger than the fucking, you know, battleships in the movie, you know? Which is weird because just a few seconds beforehand, before you see the fin popping out of the water, the fucking shark jumped over the fucking thing and it was like about just a little bit bigger, just a little bit, you know? Like I had to add it about maybe 10% bigger than the thing. But now its fin is larger than the boat itself. Which means that the shark itself probably takes up the size of the fucking ocean. You know, the CGI is just one thing. Let's talk about the characters. The characters in the movie. Star of the movie is Jaleel White. You know, Urkel from Family Matters. Or the guy who did the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog in both The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, it's like, yeah, this is the guy you want to see in this movie, and for the most part, his character is actually kind of likable. So, but you know, of course, he has to deliver really stupid lines. You know, like this is one part where he's going like, "We're going after a shark, not a prehistoric crocodile." Literally like that, talking the stereotypical black guy. Then there's a bit later on where he goes like way over the top in drama. It is so funny. I mean. At the same time, you feel sympathy for him, but at the same time, you're just laughing your ass off at how overly dramatic this guy is. It's just so funny. Then you have the crocodile hunter, who for the whole movie is just totally badass. He has that 1,000-mile stare, like, you know, he's always like this. Yeah, I know. I've seen this shit. You know, he's like totally hardcore. But then within the last 10 minutes, his acting suddenly became really bad. Throughout most of the movie he's pretty badass, but then all of a sudden his acting became really bad. Almost as if to say that he was drunk within the last 10 minutes of this movie, celebrating that he's about to finish. Then we have this special agent character who would make Trinity from the Matrix blush. Seriously, throughout the whole movie she has this fucking pissed off look on her face. It's like the actress who played her had no clue how to play any other fucking emotion. And there are many moments where her acting wasn't even pissed off as it was just flat out emotionless. And it was fucking hilarious. And then when she smiles at the end, it's kind of creepy. But whatever. The rest of the cast, bar one person who is only in the movie for like 5 minutes, the rest of the cast is fucking terrible. Like there's this woman at the beginning of the movie, you know, the woman that was standing on top of the crocodile. Her performance was horrible. She was fucking clearly nervous, and I don't know if that was meant to be her character, but judging by the way this movie is going, I'm guessing that that's just the way she was because she was actually so nervous about playing the character. And then the rest of the cast, like submarine captains and shit, they are either over the top, or their acting is terrible. Like there's this one person who goes, "On my mark, fire." You know, your acting is terrible. But then there's this other submarine captain, he's got this look on his face the whole time. Yeah. You know, totally over the top, ridiculous. And his face, you know, it's so fucking funny. I did think I kind of overhyped this movie a little bit when I first found out about it. I guess I kind of overhyped it when I first found out. I was like, holy shit, Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus. And I guess I kind of overhyped it, expecting it to be a little bit more funny, but it was still funny and it was definitely entertaining, and it is definitely worth checking out by any means. So if you like Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, you'll fucking love Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus. There are one or two scenes that drag a little bit, like there are one or two little bits in the film that do drag, but other than that it is actually really fun. So I would say it's definitely worth checking out. Well, I think that's it as far as Mega Shark is concerned. To my knowledge, there's no other Mega Shark movie. Who's at the door? Hello? Who the fuck was at the door? A DVD? Mega Shark in Malibu? This ought to be interesting.